Another brand new episode, webinar number 692, sponsored by Institute of Global Professionals. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our Institute of Global Professionals International webinar. Thank you so much for joining us in this morning session. And please stay with us till the end of our program. My dear lovely audience, I'm your host Nasrin Nisha from Bangladesh for this session. So it's my humble request, everyone. Please share this live session in your newsfeed or timeline. Also, you can share this in Facebook groups, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all the social media you are currently using. You can also tag, mention, and share with your friends in our comment box. All right. So, dear audience, my dear lovely audience, all the learners, all the teachers, I'm very happy to welcome you all to our Institution of Global Professionals. Yes, and I'm sure that we all will have many takeaways and payoffs from this webinar. Each time, don't forget to give a thumbs up or react in our webinar and also comment in our comment box. So, dear participants, let's learn and grow together because we believe that power is gained by sharing knowledge, not winning. Ladies and gentlemen, really I'm proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. I feel honored and privileged to host this webinar. Yes, and I'm sure that we will learn a lot from this session from our speaker. And yes, we have our speaker for this session. She is already with us. We will invite her. But before that, let's check our comment box first. All right, right now we have Sir Joella Mary Thomas watching from Facebook. Good afternoon, sir. We have Jane watching from YouTube. Good afternoon, ma'am. Sir Tommy. Thank you, sir, for mentioning your friends. All right, ma'am. We have ma'am Alonso, ma'am Alonto, ma'am Erika, ma'am Carlo, ma'am Evelyn P. Perry, ma'am Carmela Bihin, Sir Alex Javier Alvarez. Yes, we have ma'am Tamayo. All right, ma'am Jen. Okay, Sir Regos. And so many participants right now commenting in our comment box. Thank you so much for joining with us in this session. So if you want to feed your skills, you have to read us in this live session till the end of our program. So right now, I'm going to share a little concept about Institute of Global Professionals because we have so many participants from different time zones and nations. So they should know our institute. Am I right? So IGP is a ISO verified international educational training institute. IGP is a non-profit educational training institute serves students and community resource providing holistic social work and education for create a competent generation. IGP is leading an online skill development institute with thousands of learners worldwide. We make it get it able to use for every knowledge seeker to originate their personality, more ambitious, and make confident to face any circumstance and develop own skills. We are entrusted with international competition. We organized our webinar, online, offline courses, etc. by vast and trained speakers and coaches from all over the globe to create a best learning platform for all of you. IGP believe that it's not effective to increase one's skills just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate profession generation all over the world. And our mission is empower people, our youth, and enhance. Yesterday, we have completed our webinar number 691 successfully. And I'm presenting webinar number 692. The topic is COVID-19 and Hospitality 5.0. Okay. So, my dear lovely audience, be active in our comment box and our live webinar because IGP provide free lifetime membership certificates among our participants in every day in our three sessions. Okay, so if you are active in our comment box in our live session, who knows, you'll get that certificate, right? And we have our speaker, and we have our QA session, our quiz competition. And finally, we will share the international webinar code. So without this code, you are not eligible for the ISO certificate certificates from our website. So you have to stay with us till the end of our program. All right, let's start our program with IGP's mantra or slogan that is feed your skills. Okay, so dear audience, today we have our honorable speaker from Philippines, Ma'am Marigel Dator Bautista. Yes, she is an instructor at the Department of Hospitality and Tourism Management, College of Home Science and Industry at Central Luzon State University. Also, she has been designated as research consultant and provincial coordinator in ETCO, embracing the culture of research. So let's welcome our honorable speaker with a virtual round of applause to our program. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, good day and mabuhay from Philippines.
How are you, ma'am?
Thank you very much. I'm doing well. It's actually 12 noon here in our country. Okay, so thank you
Okay.
very much for that very kind introduction. So may I now share my screen with you? Okay. Okay, so is my screen now visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, so again, thank you, Miss Hasri, for that introduction. Before I formally proceed with the discussion, I would like to express my sincerest gratitude to the Institute of Global Professionals for this speakership opportunity and that I would be able to be heard globally across nations using the various digital platforms of IGP. I would also like to acknowledge my family, colleagues, and friends and to my hospitality and tourism management students. And of course, to my husband, who's residing now in Singapore, for their support and that they are now watching me today, given this extensive opportunity to be sharing here with today the concept of hospitality industry with the aftermath of COVID-19 and to provide an introduction of what is Hospitality 510 is all about. Okay. Okay. So the hospitality industry, the word hospitality came from the Latin word hospiter, which means to receive as guests. Hospitality refers to the tradition that the host is ready to provide food, beverage, and lodging for someone away from home. Hospitality includes the reception and entertainment for travelers and the way they are treated by the industry employees and an overall concern for their well-being and satisfaction. So as a form of trivia, the pineapple serves as the fruit symbol of hospitality industry and compassed with the history of this pineapple tradition means warm welcome, friendship, and of course, hospitality. So there are various subsectors under the umbrella of hospitality industry. We have here food services, hotels, events, travel and tourism, luxury services, and others. So to provide you a more concrete example with this one, I know that most of you were able to experience dining in a food establishment or a food service establishment, such as a fine dining restaurant, casual dining restaurant, and fast food chains. And most of us were able to attend corporate and social events and be catered with these catering services or these catering service providers. And some of us were able to experience that the food is being prepared by chef in front of us and has this concept of food plating or food presentation. And most of us were able to experience booking in with hotels and other forms of accommodation, such as bed and breakfast, inns, and so on. And we are also able to avail the services that they have, such as a spa, recreation, and other leisure services. And an additional information, hospitality industry is also interrelated with the gaming industry, with amusement or theme park, and cruise industry. Okay, so this means that the hospitality industry is not just limited with food and beverage and accommodation, but also with other relevant leisure and recreational business sectors, which includes also relevant travel and tourism businesses. Okay, so what makes the hospitality industry be dubbed as a dynamic industry is at how it depicts to be people oriented, since this industry entirely builds upon people, and that there is an interaction between the staff and the customer determines the perceived product quality. And also this industry is focused in providing excellent service to target clients and employs a vast manpower resource to get things done. So, what makes the hospitality and the tourism industry interrelated is that, for example, you will be traveling to an international destination. You book your flight, and of course, once you reach to your destination, you would be booking your hotels or your accommodation. You would be looking for food establishments, and then you would also be needing other necessary hospitality sectors based on businesses based on your needs and demands during the stay or during the stay of your the duration of your stay. So in this section, let us now investigate the effects of the previous global disasters in the hospitality industry. In Hong Kong, SARS led hotels to suspend their food and beverage service and temporarily close their properties. The Chinese hospitality industry was affected, and Beijing alone recorded a revenue loss of 1.3 billion US dollars. Taiwanese hospitality industry experienced nearly 29% decline in stock prices. So the outbreak of this severe acute respiratory syndrome or SARS created international anxiety because of its novelty, its ease of transmission in certain settings, and the speed of spread through jet travel combined with extensive media coverage. So the aftermath of which serve as lessons learned for hoteliers towards extensive strategic planning. So, this slide now shows how the industry responded with the global crisis. First is that, for example, cleaning and disinfecting guest rooms and public areas as part of the recovery measures, formation of task force to monitor hotel environmental hygiene, as well as the personal health of the staff and customers. The use of appropriate surface sanitizers for food contact surfaces and sanitizing frequently touched areas. Having adequate time gaps between two consecutive shifts for employees to perform cleaning and sanitation. Encourage using of masks and placing protective barriers at counters. Suggest the use of technologies during disasters like tapping aggressively with internet, electronic mails, and video conferencing. So, as we can see, the industry has been able to face this various global pandemic previously prior to the onset of the pandemic that we are experiencing right now, such as H1N1 and SARS. Since they were able to mobilize in terms of non pharmaceutical interventions such as hygiene, green and clean environment, and social distancing, had positive effect on intention. Suggested contingency plans that include cleaning and disinfecting guest rooms and public areas. The task force should also enforce environmental hygiene and personal health, and that the Human Resource Department encouraged managers to involve employees in safety, security, and health awareness training programs, and installed new hygiene equipment, including chemical sterilizers, special air filters, masks, and gloves. And lastly, hygiene and safety were prioritized to safeguard the customer's physical health to make the customer feel confident, and that many restaurants use cleanliness and hygiene as a selling point in addition to food quality and cost. We've been able to be awakened with these various contingency plans that we move towards the rise of this global pandemic. However, we experience it again in the scenario that we are experiencing right now with the coronavirus or the COVID-19 pandemic. That until such time in 2019, until it had been globally felt in 2020, the coronavirus or the COVID-19 pandemic is stated or is started to spread, affecting global economies again. So, what happened with the previous platforms that we are doing? So, what the hospitality industry did is to reassess, rethink, and of course, to restart their operations, maneuvering not just with safety, not just with security, not just with cleanliness, but also the reassessment of the whole human resource process in the hotel system or the hospitality industry, which includes the catering service, which includes as well the restaurant and other services under the umbrella of hospitality industry. So there are these various strategies to flatten the COVID-19 curve, such as community lockdowns, social distancing, stay-at-home orders, travel and mobility restrictions have resulted in temporary closure of many hospitality businesses. But who are mostly affected here, or what this particular crisis resulted vastly, is the unemployment rate. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of businesses closed because of the travel restrictions. There is few or let's say zero travel records during this period. So again, with the previous global scenarios that we've experienced, we were able to retract. The hospitality industry were able to survive using the various platforms on a way that they engineer their products and they rethink their operations towards this post pandemic scenario. And aside from that, not just the hospitality business alone, but also us in the academe are looking into the future on what this hospitality education would look like after this COVID-19 pandemic. We tend to also be a challenge on how we will be able to cater quality education. Talking about the same quality education that we are providing prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. So, in order to analyze the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on education providers in the hospitality industry and the question of which new skills will become relevant, the most important triggers for increasing fragility and changing basic social values were examined. Let's say this we are now aligned with changes in values such as security, regionality, resonance, and authenticity. And this one, I would like to highlight the creation of resilience in terms of the measures for crisis resistance, prevention, diversification, skills, and localization. So we tend to align the education system with the online paradigm that we are currently doing right now. Again, it's a huge challenge for us in the academy on how we will be able to cater the same set of skills that our students should be able to hone during these online classes. Okay, but as mentioned, we were able to develop this new paradigm, this new outline on how we could address the needs despite the classes being facilitated online. Okay, we are aligned towards this learning assessment aligned with the learning objectives that we've set without sacrificing the quality of education. And in here, so as you can see, this figure now illustrates the timeline of the industry development from 18th century to this period. So the term Industry 5.0 refers to the people working alongside with robots and smart machines, and it's about robots helping humans work together and faster by leveraging advanced technologies like the Internet of Things and the Internet of Serving. So it adds personal human touch to Industry 4.0 pillars of efficiency in service. Okay, so but the thing there is not, we are moving forward not just with holding innovation and development, but we are after with further this word resilience. So resilience is now coined as the future of the hospitality industry, not limited to innovation and not limited with technology. The question now, are smart hotel rooms the future for the hotelier? And my answer would definitely be yes. Smart hotels were perceived to be the future of hotels. So this particular type of hotels make every effort to give maximum control to customer. And as mentioned, service is a paramount in hospitality industry, and smart hotels give customer convenience as our top priority. Same with as how Internet of Things smart hotels are enabling innovation in the hospitality industry. How? Through redefining our operations with the help of Hospitality 5.0. So using these various means of technology like smart hotel, the contactless hotel experience, the virtual room key in application, check-in only application, and of course, the only online payment. So this was how the COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the adaptation of new technologies and applications in the hotel industry. And also the application of these core qualities of hybrid hospitality hotel, enjoyable and activity-based workspaces, general lounge room allowing networking, variety of hotel rooms design, excellent entertaining amenities, providing working arrangement flexibility, and the hospitality first experience with personalized services and inspiring a dynamic environment. So, um, TQM also works along in action in exploring the role of technology in ensuring hygiene and cleanliness through these various means. For example, we have here HCPS or the Human Cyber Physical System. So this comprises people, artificial intelligence, and physical system of an organization which is connected through high-speed internet. The use of sensors are actually included here as well. And Internet of Things. So this is a system of interrelated computing devices that can transfer data over a network without human to human and human computer interaction. And lastly is the Internet of Service. This now refers to the internal and cross organizational services which are offered and utilized by participants in the value chain and driven by big data and cloud computing. So next, we have here the latest trends in hospitality industry like minimalism and natural design, move towards sustainability. So they are adding plants and other sustainable decor, and the healthy food and beverage, and smart technology, and lastly, personalization for loyal guests. Okay, so now with this innovation aligned with Hospitality 5.0. This is not just a mere guest cycle that we are familiar with. So now you may be able to book your reservations using websites or direct booking, or now it's just within a reach using applications. And then the hotels started to operate with their self-service check-in and check-out kiosks, and then all the facilities inside rooms just also within your reach using the tablets, and they also heighten the dining experience with robotics. But then again, will robots replace human jobs by 2030? And of course, this means that the hospitality industry will then be again affected since we are a service oriented industry. But the answer here is robots will never replace human workers completely. It will always be an aid to human labor in doing a job which is repetitive and laborious. Robots can replace only the mechanical actions of humans, and that the study shows that although automation and robotics had eliminated over 1 million jobs, they had also generated certain jobs. Okay, so let's take a look now with the context of Industry 5.0 aligned with the context of Hospitality 5.0, adjacent with the components of interoperability, modularity, virtualization, and real-time capabilities and decentralization. So talking about Hospitality 5.0. It will now enable the organizations to develop their competitiveness through better understanding of customers and market conditions and develop their decision making process. Next, in terms of modularity, it's a prime strategy for greater personalization of service offerings, answering the need to guarantee flexibility and high responsiveness to customers by company pursuing excellence. Next is that it enables the staff to automatically track consumption, the bill guest folio, and notify housekeeping when minibar needs replenishment, eliminating human to human interaction. It is also a move towards implementation of personalized guest services, and that smart hotels and supply chain management are also anchored towards this, aligned with also TQM. Next is that decentralized networks make it very efficient to handle financial transactions as well as actual payments. So these are now the gears that the hotels are actually holding in order to battle COVID-19. So let's look or take a look into now what is the future of hospitality. Okay, so hospitality in the new normal. During the past pandemics, hygiene and cleanliness emerged as an important factor in the hospitality industry. Technology can aid hygiene and cleanliness. Contactless technologies ensure hygiene, cleanliness, and safety in customer journey through Hospitality 5.0. And Hospitality 5.0 may assist hotels in crafting technological shield that facilitates physical distancing and providing competitive advantage during the pandemic and post-pandemic times. And now, aside from resilience, we are moving towards sustainability. Sustainability is one of the oldest issues that hospitality has been dealing with and is gaining more spotlight nowadays, especially in the post pandemic times. So, therefore, it's inevitable that this trend would change the image of hospitality for better, with many of the customers and business owners taking their sustainable responsibility more seriously during and post pandemic era. Again, we've been there before in that particular pandemic since 2003 until the coronavirus strike again in early 2020s. Okay, so it's not just about crafting risk management plans. It's about resilience and sustainability at the same time, because we are tracking here the long term or the longevity of the industry. Okay, this is a move again towards the green guide on how the hotels will be able to operate with sustainable practices. And looking into this very good example, this country has been tagged as a smart city. And now they are trying to imply all over the world that they are not just a smart city, but also a green city. It's actually a city in a garden, which they wanted to coin, and that is Singapore. So, Singapore initiated this hotel sustainability roadmap aligned with various strategies. First is to raise sustainability standards across the industry to achieve certification. Next is uh, to use research and pilot adopt sustainability solutions. And next is the strategy in developing sustainable hotel concepts and experience in Singapore, and to raise awareness of sustainability efforts and promote sustainable consumption habits, aligned with what they envision with the country to be like. And that is to integrate sustainability as a core value across the entire hotel ecosystem, and established as a living lab for innovation and utilizes sustainability as key thrust to drive business competitiveness and growth, and is also recognized as an industry leader for sustainability in the region. Aligned with its core areas of focus, we have here water conservation, energy conservation, waste management, recycling, and circular economy, and of course, sustainable sourcing and procurement. And lastly, this is how we wanted to coin the industry now, which is towards resilience and sustainability for us to be for us to move forward, be ready and prepared with unpredictable uh, incidents that may occur in the industry. And that ends my discussion for today. Thank you for your time, and mabuhay from Philippines.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with our participants. And I believe that our participants, learn a lot from your topic, your
Thank
presentation.
you.
Okay, so it's time for quiz, ma'am. We will come back with you in our Q&A session. Till then, please stay with us. Thank you, ma'am. So, my dear lovely audience, it's time for quiz. So get ready for the quiz competition. So we will share the joining link in our comment box after this short video, and also you can directly go to www.slido.com. Give the code that is quiz ITP and use your full name because it will be printed in the winner certificates. And today, top 10 will be awarded with quiz competition certificates. So it will be very fun and exciting. And in don't forget to tag, share, and mention your friends in our comment box. At least mention your 5 friends. All right. So after the quiz, we will come back with our honorable speaker in our Q&A session. So get ready with your question you want to ask to our speaker also. So enjoy this short video. Hello everyone, welcome to our live quiz competition. So we have already shared the joining link in our comment box. Also, you can scan the QR code that is already splashed on our screen. And there is another way to join. You can directly go to www.slido.com. The code is quiz ITP. Yes. And if you have the Slido app in your mobile, that will be very easy to join in a live quiz competition. So remember one thing that there is no relation between the quiz completion certificates and the international webinar certificates. We will share the quiz competition winner certificates in our Facebook official page. So, and the international webinar certificates you can get from our website. So you have to stay with us in the end of our program because we will share the webinar code in our certification process. And right now we have 58 participants in our live quiz competition. We are waiting for your uh, waiting for more participants to join here. So hurry up. right now we have 70 participants. So we'll start our live quiz competition within a minute, and we have 10 questions in this segment. And I'm requesting everyone, please, please share this in your timeline and mention at least your 5 friends in our comment box. Also, give a react in our webinar because okay. All right now we have 78 participants. Okay, so right now we have 87 participants in this quiz competition. Okay, so let's start it. The first question is COVID-19 pandemic? Option number one, yes. Option number two, no. So do you think COVID-19 is a pandemic? So your time is up. Okay, so the right answer is yes. And 97% of participants get the correct answer. Congratulations, those answer correctly. So right now in our first round, we have Ma'am Gina Lynn Wheeler Resurrection leading on top, following Ma'am Charlene Kalamaguchi. We have Ma'am Nancy Barote, Ma'am Charil and Anna Infante, and Ma'am Jamaline V. Rivera. So congratulations once again. Let's see the next question. COVID-19 is a hoax. True or false? So you have 15 seconds left to answer. We have 20 seconds for each question. So just go for it. Correct answer is true, and only 26% of our participants got the correct answer. Alright, so in this round we have Sir Alex Xavier Alvarez leading on top, following Ma'am Leah Facunda, Ma'am Rosalinda De Vera, Ma'am Caramilla Behan, and Ma'am Ryan De Pasada. Okay, so let's see the next question. The hospitality industry was one of the first ones to face the problems caused by pandemic of COVID-19. Option number one, true. Option number two is false. Correct answer is true, and 98% of our participants got the correct answer. Great. All right, so we have now Ma'am Leah Facunda leading on top. Following Sir Alex Xavier Alvarez, Ma'am Brian De Pasada, Ma'am Rosalinda De Vera, and Ma'am Carmela Behan. All right, so let's see the next question. Hospitality spirit or service refers to option number one, creating memorable experiences for others. Option number two, the interrelated nature of the industry. You have 6 seconds left. The correct answer is option number one, creating memorable experiences for others, and 63% of our participants got the correct answer. Great. Here is our leaderboard again. We have Mr. Alex Xavier Alvarez, spot on top, following Amelia Facuna, Manuel Zalinda, Divera, Marzori, and Tamayo, and Sir Paul John J. Sasso. Congratulations, the answer correctly. Let's see the next question. In hospitality, perishability means that option number one, empty planes and automobiles can crash, people die. Option number two, seats and rooms that remain empty are lost revenue forever. So your time is up. Let's see the correct answer. That is option number two. Seats and rooms that remain empty are lost revenue forever, and 76% of participants are great. Again, we have Sir Alexa Vera Alvarez, following Sir Mam Rosalinda De Vera, Sir Paul John J. Sazo, Mam Marzuri at Tamayo, and Mam Marisi Nassis. Moving to next question, question number 6. Safest countries during COVID-19. Which one? Option number one, Switzerland, and option number two, Germany. Go for it. Correct answer is Switzerland, and 89% of the participants got the correct answer. Okay, again, we have Sir Alexa Alvarez, following them Rosalinda Divra, Ma'am Marzori and Tamayo, Sir Paul John J. Sazam, and finally Ma'am Bianca. Congratulations once again. Let's proceed to the next question, question number 7. The full meaning of COVID-19 is coronavirus disease strain 19 or coronavirus disease of 2019. Correct answer is option number 2. It's coronavirus disease of 2019, and 93% of participants answer correctly. Okay. So, Sir Alex Xavier Alvarez still leading on top, following Ma'am Rosalinda Divera, Ma'am Marjorie and Tamayo, Sir Paul John J. Sutton, and Sir Ellen Wood Brutus. Great. So we have last 3 more questions. Let's proceed to the question number 8. A guest in the hospitality industry is someone who stays more than one night at a hotel, or someone who benefits from the output of an employee's. Alright, so 50-50 chances. The answer, we 50% of our participants choose option number 1, and half an hour participants half an of our participants choose option number 2. Let's see. Yes, the correct answer is option number 2, someone who benefits from the output of an employee's work. Okay, so we have the Marjorie and Tamayo. Right now, she's leading on top, following Sir Alex, Sir Alvarez, Sir Alan Brutus, Sir Joel Bernasor, and Sir Ryan. Okay, Pasana Pakuiba. All right, so let's see the question number 9. Where did the first COVID-19 case been identified globally? Option number 1, Washington, USA. Option number 2, Wuhan, China. Correct answer is Wuhan, China, and 99% of our participants got the correct answer. I was hoping that all of our persons got the correct answer, so that's okay. So again, we have Marjorie and Tamayo. Calling Sir Alan Hua Brutus. We have Sir Alex Xavier Alvarez, Sir Joel Bernasor, and Sir Ryan Lipasana Papima. Alright, so last one more question. Then we will get our top 10 quiz competition winners. So let's see the question. Yes, the question is, who announced the first relaxation of the COVID-19 lockdown restrictions in Australia? Option number one, Mrs. Larson. Option number two, Scott Morrison. The correct answer is option number two, Scott Morrison. And 68% of our participants got the right answer. Congratulations, Sir Lanhua Brutus. You are leading on top. Okay, so we have Sir Joel Bernasor plays second, Ma'am Rosalinda de Vera plays third, Sir Rian Lipasana Lipa plays fourth. Okay, we have Brigade Gail Armario plays fifth. Congratulations to top five. Let's see the next name. Ma'am Christine Ballet plays six, Sir Paul John J. Southern plays seven, Sir Ricky Arkalima plays eight, Sir Ma'am Joyce Saline C. Gregorio plays 19, and finally Ma'am Marjorie and Tamayo plays 10. So congratulations to our top 10 quiz competition winners. So dear quiz competition winners, you can collect your winner certificates from our Facebook official page after the program. We will post it. So don't forget to collect your certificates. So now we are moving to our next segment in Q&A. So get ready with your question or queries to ask our honorable speaker. Yes, also let me remind all of you, don't forget to tag, share, and mention your friends in our comment box. So enjoy this short video. We will come back after this video. Once again, hello ma'am in our Q&A session. Q&A segment.
Hello again. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. So, dear audience, my dear participants, please write down your question in our comment box. We are waiting for your question. So we have a question from Sir Joel Bernasor. There is a serious problem in question number two. Okay, okay. All right. All right, so we are taking the question. It was about from quiz. Okay, we will proceed to next question. Question from Ma'am Christine Dantes. Ma'am, how do hospitals prepare for the dengue outbreak?
Hello, good afternoon. So, with regard to this question, I just want to clarify that, as discussed a while ago, when we talk about the hospitality industry, this pertains to those with hotels or those businesses encompassed under the umbrella of hospitality or hotels, restaurants, travel and tourism, and digital creation. So, medical field is really outside or not related with what is hospitality industry. So, I guess I cannot really address it properly since the hospitality industry that I am pertaining right now is the business industry that we have under the tourism industry and not with the medical field.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So we are waiting for more question. Dear learners, we are still waiting for your question. Okay, so next question is from Sir AJ. Good afternoon, ma'am. What do you think has been the biggest impact of COVID-19 to the hospitality industry here in the Philippines?
Hello. So thank you, Ms. AJ Masangay, for that question. So as mentioned, also with the discussion, it's really with the unemployment rate, which created a huge impact since the hospitality industry is a dynamic industry because we are service oriented. So a lot of human resource lost their jobs during that time until such time that we are now in this coping stage of pandemic. So we are now reinventing and reassessing things up, even the human resource. Thank you for that question.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Next question is from Sarah Lanhula Brutus. How do the tourism industry prepare for other outbreaks such as dengue, monkeypox, etc.?
Okay, so again, I guess this is more with the medical field, but since you've mentioned about the tourism industry, so we are aligning also our operations with the local guidelines that will be mandated by the government. So whatever it is, our operations will be aligned towards the safety of our guests, which serves as our paramount priority. Thank you, Sir Alan, for this one.
Next question is from Ma'am Natasha. As one of the biggest contributor to our country, what are the steps done by hospitality industry to cope up with the situation?
Okay, so thanks, Miss Natasha. So to address with this, we are really moving more forward with Hospitality 5.0. So it's really with these components of innovation, resilience, and sustainability.
Thank you. Next question is from an Evelyn Pibeberry. Good afternoon, ma'am. How is the implementation of hospitality 5.0 technology affects customer satisfaction? Thank you.
Hello, Miss Evelyn. So, in terms of customer satisfaction, so this is the paramount consideration of those people in the industry. We are actually making things as more convenient as possible with the help of technology, but not replacing totally the human resource. So, those robots just serves as aid on how to address the labors being done easily.
Thank you, ma'am. And next question is from Charlie Nemaguchi. Good afternoon, ma'am. Is there any program from the government that supports hospitality industry to recover from the impact of pandemic?
Okay, so I've already heard this. it's not a question, this is statement before. So what the local government, actually the mandate differs from one local government unit to another here in the Philippines. Okay, so I will be citing an example here in the Philippines. So what they are doing is that they are providing as well assistance for those employees, especially with not just solely with the government's mandate, but with the previous employers that they have before. So they support, but however, the layovers is still be perceived and felt. So now they're actually providing trainings, free trainings to hone the skills of those professionals who have lost their jobs before, in preparation for the future career that they are longing once we are started to kick off the recovery of the post-pandemic scenario. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, okay. Okay, again, we have a question from Sir Inji. Okay. Do you think that the hospitality industry could still be as successful and flourishing as they were before the pandemic?
Okay,
It's
so as of this period, we can really perceive that the tourism industry already begun welcoming guests. But the thing there is that I wanted to indicate this paradigm that we still have to abide with the restrictions. In terms of the success in hospitality industry, definitely, because we are now moving forward beyond the capacity of our hotel, which restricts only, for example, a room which is good for four is now, before rather, is only occupied by two guests, but now they're moving or using the maximum capacity nowadays. And there are some limited activities in the industry, but we are now on the stepping stones towards this post-pandemic period. So less restrictions means more guests, more clients, but we have to be more lenient as well in these times.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, so no more question.
Thank
Thank
you.
you once again, ma'am Mary, for coming in our platform and sharing your knowledge with our participants. Thank you
Thank you
once
so
again, ma'am.
much. Thank you. Excuse me, before I end, can I just provide some statements first that
Sure,
in
of
our
course, ma'am.
country, Philippines is positioned to cope recovery with COVID-19 through digitalization as the hospitality and tourism sectors initiate to introduce Industry 5.0 and to take advantage the tourism and hospitality resources and offerings when stakeholders tend to be more inclined in capacitating local destinations in homegrown products and crafts and in taking advantage as well of the MSMEs as what we coin them. Okay, so this is through re-engineering the marketplaces and supply chains, reinventing the products with emerging trends, and reassessing performance of these MSMEs service providers while we are reevaluating the new market demand. Thanks again, IGP, for having me. It was such a great honor to be a part and to be sharing here with today the insights of COVID-19 and Hospitality 5.0. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And we are looking forward to another session with you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. So, dear audience, now we are moving to our certification process. So, please stay with us because we'll share the international webinar code after this short video. Yes, so now we are in our certification process. We have the instruction. The program name is COVID-19 and Hospitality 5.0. Code is IGP 9028. Let me tell you once again, the code is IGP 9028. So without this code, no one is eligible for certificates. And with code, you can collect your certificates or claim your certificates anytime from our website. Okay, so without an account, you can visit our website anytime, but you cannot do anything functional. So create an account in our website that will be easy for you. All right, so dear audience, please visit our website. Our website address is www.eduigp.com. So visit our website with the code claim your certificates and don't forget to celebrate with IGP. All right. Also, we will post the quiz competition winner certificates in our Facebook official page. So don't forget to collect your winner certificates also. Okay, so dear audience, thank you once again for your participations and your cooperation. And I hope that you all will get benefited from this session in your personal and professional life. So I'm inviting all of you to our next session in the afternoon. Don't miss it. Just invite your friends. Tell about IGP so that they'll get the opportunity to learn. Yes, so thank you once again to all of our participants, and I'm requesting everyone give a thumbs up to our Facebook official page and subscribe our YouTube channels. Also, give a thumbs up to our new page for our junior learner that is IGP Kids. So till the next session, stay safe and stay healthy. Keep smiling, keep learning, never stop learning, keep learning with IGP. Have a great day to all of you. I'm Nasrin Misha from Bangladesh signing off right now. Thank you so much.